So as we talked before, we talked about the four things, the important parts of riding a motorcycle and understanding the motorcycle, all the weights down low. The bike has separation in it. Everything in the motorcycle has to move to its true potential, right? So those things we talked about. So now we got to talk about positioning of the body on the motorcycle, because again, everybody's just telling you what to do. Nobody's giving you techniques of how to do it, okay? So when I see you ride, and like we explained, if I told you to get on the back of your truck and jump off, you would never jump off flat-footed. But everybody's getting on a motorcycle and going straight flat-footed because they don't know how to do it. And what are you going to do when you don't know how to do something? You're going to get yourself steadied into the ground, right? Yeah. Okay? But if you know how to do something, you're going to be kind of just, just kind of dancing around a little bit, waiting for the action to happen, okay? But if you didn't know what was going to happen, you'd be like, okay, I'm ready. And that's what's happening, is people are starting to ride a motorcycle like you were without knowing how, and creating so many bad habits.
Yeah.
Then it's so hard to get it out of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we're going to try to fix those problems before they even come about. Okay? So when stand on the motorcycle? Yep. You can put your hand on the bars. So when I was seeing you ride, you were riding more kind of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're riding more flat-footed, right? Okay, so if you put your other foot that way to the heel, right below the heel, and you let go of the handlebar, stand straight up and down, do you feel like you're kind of going backwards?
Yeah.
A little bit. Slight. Okay?
I feel like a little tiny bit.
A little bit. So if I'm already going backwards, what happens when you give this gas?
It's
going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm already going backwards and I give it gas and the motorcycle's going forward, well, now I'm going to be in a little bit of conscious pull, tension, and that's what I was seeing coming up the hill, so to speak, is you over-exaggerating little problems because your arms are tight. So if I'm already going away from the motorcycle and the motorcycle's pulling me, there's no way to have loose arms if I'm getting pulled. They tighten up, okay? So that's the thing, is riding flat-footed, standing up, you're already kind of in that position, right? So again, that's one. Two, when you are this way, what's the problem? You're hitting your leverage, right?
Yeah.
So now you got to do this. So when you do this, and you're saying you wanted to ride the trails and everything, okay? Riding the trails and ride this. Well, what if something came up and you're going by a rock that was a very close rock that you had to only get the motorcycle through, right? And it came and did that.
Yeah.
Well, there goes your foot, there goes your ankle, there goes this, there goes a flying W, there goes a crash, there goes an injury.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's two parts. So stand up. Not done yet. Foot up. Right there. Cool. All right, now don't move your knees, but move up and down. Move your you move your knees. Don't move your knees. Move up and down. You move your knees. See, you can't. You limited yourself.
It's hard.
So what I said before, the first point of contact from bike to ground is your wheels. What comes from your wheels? Suspension, softness, movement. So the first point of contact from body to bike is your feet. What comes from your feet should be softness, movement. Whatever the track gives to the bike and the bike gives to you should be met with softness, not with stiffness. So right now, you're met with stiffness. That's like taking the suspension out of the motorcycle. If you did that, you probably wouldn't ride. It would suck, right?
Yeah.
So what we need to do is come here. More on your toes, okay? More on your toes. So now, if you let go of the handlebars, where's your weight going? A little bit more forward?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're already initiating the direction of the motorcycle, and that's what motocross is initiation. You being here is reaction. What? Oh. Right? Oh. Right? You being here is right. Right? Like my body leans, I gas it. Leans, gas it. My body indicates the directions I want to go, not the motorcycle that I'm trying to catch up to it. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we need to be. So if we're on our toes this way, and then also now, like I said, if there's a rock that comes by, it goes right by. It doesn't hit,
Yeah.
It doesn't that. Or if I'm going through a really, really touchy place, I'll get my foot, let me see your foot, and I'll get it here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just out of the way.
Yeah.
I do not want to catch anything. Okay, and you have the ability to do that. Then you go back, all right? Now, when you're on your toes, come up a little bit right there. Now I want you to move up and down. You move your knees. No, what do you got at your feet?
Like that?
No, keep your knees straight.
Okay.
Keep your knees straight, straighten them up. Yep.
Knees straight.
Okay, what do you have at your feet? What moves at your feet?
Your toes?
What's behind your toes?
The rest of my foot.
Okay, what's above your heel?
My ankle.
Oh, yes. And they do this. Go up and move up and down. No, with your feet.
Oh, like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Yes, you would be very surprised how many people don't realize that, okay? So now as you move up and down, yeah, so you have softness there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Remember what the track gives to the bike and the bike gives to you should be met with softness. Boom. Not, now I'm off the bike. Because wherever you're at, wherever you're stiff in the body, you're going to be affected from there. So if you're stiff here, you're going to be affected from there. If my tires had too much air in them, I'm affected from there. If my suspension was too soft, I'm affected from there. If my handlebar, if my headset's too tight, I'm affected from there. If my throttle is too tight or too loose, I'm affected from there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter where it's coming from, you're going to be affected from there, and it's going to have, you're going to have a limitation somewhere on the track, or you're going to cause something to be magnified. Okay? So that's one. Now sit down, come forward a little bit. Yep, again, if you go all the way back, you won't fall off, okay? That's all the way back, so don't panic. Got that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I want you to do is put your chest up straight like that, okay? And put your hands on the bars, all right? So in this position when you're sitting down, now you have separation on the motorcycle,
yeah.
Okay? You have separation just like with when you're gonna stand up. But right now you can see what I'm getting at. When you rotate your hips out, this core comes involved, okay? Your suspension is only good as your chassis allows, and this is like our chassis because these four extremities are attached to this. This controls it, strengthens it, whatever, okay? Because just like if someone's paralyzed, if they're paralyzed from here down, they have no control of what's under it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this core is everything, all right? So when most people ride a motorcycle, like I said, they go and do this hunch position. They go away from the motorcycle.
Like that.
They go like this. So when they do that, they're going away from the motorcycle. They give it gas, they're having to pull up, okay? So if I say, hey, the core has everything to do with it, I want you to hunch your back, okay? Let go of the handlebars. Don't let me push you back, okay? Don't let me push you back.
It's pretty hard.
Okay? You use your hands, okay? Hold
Okay.
on. No. Tuck your butt, yeah. Tuck your butt.
The
Let me
weak
push you
way.
back, okay?
Pretty easy.
Okay, pretty easy. And that's with my bad arm, okay? So now what I want you to do is bring your chest up,
Okay.
like that. Boom. Hips are out. Now core's involved. Chest is up. Don't let me push you back. Okay, that's with my right arm. How much
Yeah.
stronger did you get?
A lot.
A lot stronger, okay? A lot stronger. So if I'm weak already here, well then now I'm going to be so affected by whatever the motorcycle's doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so unbalanced, so uncoordinated. You know what I'm saying? Going away from the motorcycle, always in reaction. But if I'm in this position, well now I'm balanced on the motorcycle. I have stability on the motorcycle. Now I can flow with whatever the motorcycle's doing. Now I can initiate what I want to do because I'm starting from a strong position. Not from a weak position or always catching up. A strong position, always initiating what I want.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now that we're tight here, and our back is straight, and we have stability here, and we have oneness here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we control the motorcycle here. We're one with the motorcycle here because I talked about how the motorcycle is one, but it's two. It has separation from the hips to the feet, or for the rear end of the motorcycle, like it's doing now. From the hips to the head is for the front of the motorcycle, like it's doing now. If you did this, let me see. Yep. You see the lower body go forward and the upper body go backwards. That's opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where our separation comes from. Our back is straight. This is where our balance comes from. Every tree, every pole, every building is this. The better posture you have, the better strength, stability, coordination, and balance you have because you're starting out in a good position. Right?
Yeah.
In that hunch position, you're starting out in a bad position. So you magnify everything.
Yeah, it feels very bad.
Yeah.
Like that.
So now you have balance. Now you have stability. Okay? And this, and this should allow the most important thing, and that's loose arms. But if your feet are out, your butt's tucked, your back is rounded, then everything's coming from your arms. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that we have loose arms so we can allow that motorcycle to move around, because that's the most important part, I think, and the biggest fear of riders just learning to ride is that front end being kind of all over the place. Like, oh my God. No, you're not out of control because it's kind of natural. The front end's always going to be moving around. But that's only 10% of the motorcycle. And if you allow it, it won't affect you. If you try to stop it, it'll affect you. Okay? So that is the most important part right there. And then the other thing, like when you're coming up the hill, you're looking at the sand. Uh-oh. So you prepare for it. Instead of, I see the sand, I identify it, now look past it. What's up there? Because if I look at it and I identify it, I'm gonna prepare for it, and I'm gonna tighten up, and then I'm gonna do this. If I see it, identify it, look past, well then I'm just gonna ride right through it. Does that make sense? Okay, because that's all we do too. As pros, will come up, that's the line I want to hit, and then you move past it. Okay, I don't want to hit that. You know, you're identifying, bringing it to you, and then identifying, bringing it to you, identifying, bringing it to you, but only to a point, not to where your tire hits. Because again, you've already been here.
Yeah.
You've already been here. So that'd be like if I said, hey, get on that fence there, and I'm going to put hay bales and tires and rocks and holes and mud, and I want you to sprint as fast as you can, but I want you to look at your feet. You wouldn't sprint very fast.
Yeah.
But if you looked up like this, you'd be like, oh, okay. It's the same in motocross, and you're going faster on this than you are running. Okay? So we control the motorcycle, one with the motorcycle, balance it, stabilize it, flow with it, and then we're ahead of it by looking. Okay? And then when we first started this program, I said the most important part of motocross is feel. And that's what you got to stop doing is thinking, which is right now you're going to because it's all new. But the point is, get to a point where everything's a feel. You get what I'm saying? Because thinking is future, what's going to happen. Thinking is past, what just happened. But feeling is only now what's happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I can't feel future, I can't feel past. Right? But I only can feel right now. I can think future, think past, but I can never think now. Okay? So motocross happens too fast for thinking to happen, so at a point, you're going to hopefully get to the point where you're learning to feel what the wheels are doing. Feel what you feel in your feet. Feel your butt. You know, feel your hands. What's coming from the motorcycle? What's coming from the motorcycle? So then you can start to, kind of adopt that and start to, kind of progress with, what your feeling allows. Because never ride over what your feeling can handle. Then you're riding over your head.